Nairobi, a Maasai word meaning place of cool waters. It began as a swamp that the British railway engineers called hell on earth. They said a city could never survive here. They were wrong. Nairobi didn't just survive. It became the beating heart of East Africa, a city of lions and laptops, of ancient migrations and digital revolutions. This is the story of a city that rose from the mud to touch the stars. In 1900, Nairobi is nothing but a collection of tin shacks and supply depots for the Lunatic Line railway. It is a dangerous, swampy outpost plagued by bubonic plague and lions that literally snatch workers from their tents. The British colonial administration moves the capital here from Mombasa, but the city is segregated. There are the grand stone houses of the European settlers, the bustling bazaars of Indian traders, and the native quarters where the seeds of rebellion are sown. By the 1930s, Nairobi begins to look like a city. Stately colonial buildings like the High Court rise above dusty streets. Art Deco hotels host big-game hunters and explorers. But the tension is rising. The city is a pressure cooker of inequality. By 1950, Nairobi is the headquarters for the struggle for independence. The Mau Mau uprising begins in the forests nearby, but its soul is in the crowded streets of Nairobi, where a new Kenyan identity is being forged in fire. 1963 changes everything. The Union Jack comes down, and the Kenyan flag rises over Uhuru Park. Nairobi is no longer a colonial outpost. It is a symbol of African pride. The 1970s see a construction boom. The Kenyatta International Convention Center, with its iconic terracotta tower, becomes the city's crown jewel. Nairobi becomes a global diplomatic hub, hosting the United Nations' only headquarters in the global south. But growth comes with a price. Millions flock to the city looking for a better life. Kibera, one of Africa's largest informal settlements, grows alongside luxury villas. The city struggles with its own weight. The 1990s bring economic hardship and political turmoil, but also the birth of a resilient urban culture. Matatu, the vibrant, music-blaring minibuses, become the city's lifeline, turning the daily commute into a moving carnival of art and sound. The new millennium brings the digital dawn. Nairobi earns a new nickname, the Silicon Savannah. With the launch of M-Pesa in 2007, Nairobi leaps over traditional banking, becoming the mobile money capital of the world. Tech hubs like iHub and Gearbox turn the city into a magnet for developers and dreamers. The skyline transforms as glass towers like the Britam Tower and Global Trade Center pierce the clouds. By 2050, the city tackles its biggest challenge, the climate. Nairobi becomes a world leader in green urbanism. The Nairobi National Park, once threatened by sprawl, is integrated into the city through elevated wildlife corridors. Vertical forests and solar glass skyscrapers dominate the horizon. The city's transport is fully electric, and the green city in the sun finally lives up to its name, balancing a population of 10 million with a restored ecosystem. By 2150, Nairobi is the undisputed capital of a unified African federation. The city has expanded into a vast megalopolis stretching toward the Great Rift Valley. High-speed maglev trains connect Nairobi to Lagos, Cairo, and Cape Town in hours. The city's architecture is neo-African, using biomaterials derived from local vegetation and